Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel AglaSem School. So today in this video we are going to cover NCERT solutions for class 8 and the subject is English, and the book which we are covering is It So Happened, and the name of the chapter is The Open Window, and the number of the chapter is chapter number 7. So let's start with the very first thing, that is comprehension check from page number 57. So guys, turn your page to 57 and here question number 1 says, why had Framton Nuttel come to rural retreat? So the answer for the same is, Mr. Framton Nuttel was suffering from a nerve disorder and was worried about his health condition. His doctor recommended him to take a break from the city life, hence he had come to the rural retreat as measure to undergo treatment for his nerve problem in the peaceful environment of the countryside. Now let's come to the next question. Question number 2. Question number 2 says, why had his sister given him letters of introduction to people living there? So the answer for the same is, Nuttel did not know people in the countryside, hence his sister gave him letter of introduction to people living there so that he would not feel lonely and isolated while he visited the countryside for his nerve ailment treatment. She was aware that he would speak less and his nerve disorder would get worse from moping. One among of those letter of introduction was of Mrs. Sappleton. Now let's come to question number 3. That is, what had happened in Sappleton's family as narrated by the NCERT? So the answer is, the NCERT told Mrs. Nuttel that around 3 years ago, Mrs. Sappleton's husband and her 2 young brothers went off for their day shooting. They never returned. While they were crossing the moor to their favorite shooting ground, all 3 of them were engulfed in treacherous piece of bog. It was a dreadful wet summer, and even the places that were once safe in other years suddenly gave way without any warning. However, their bodies were never recovered. Now let's come to page number 60. Comprehension check. Here question number 1 says, what did Mrs. Sappleton say about open window? Answer is, when Mrs. Sappleton met Mr. Nuttel, she said that husband and her 2 young brothers would enter the house through the open window. Hence she kept it open till it was dark and hoped that Mr. Nuttel had no problem in keeping the window open. Now let's come to next question. Question number 2. The horror on the girl's face made Framton swing around in his seat. What did he see? So the answer is, when Framton turned around his seat, after seeing the horror on the girl's face, he noticed a silhouette of 3 men with guns and a dog in the midst of evening light. Then there was a hoarse young voice that called out to the dog. Seeing this, Nuttel agreed to the description given by Vera and realized it was indeed right. Let's come to comprehension check, page number 61. First question is, why did Framton rush out wildly? So the answer for the same is, Framton rushed out wildly because he was in a chill shock of nameless fear. He was scared and shocked to see the 3 men, who he thought were dead, walking towards the open window. So this is all for question number 1. Let's come to question number 2. What was girl's explanation for the lighting exist? So the answer for the same is, the girl said that the spaniel was the reason for the lighting exist. She said that he had a horror of dogs. She explained that he was once hunted into cemetery somewhere on the banks of Ganges by the pack of dogs. He had to spend the night in a newly dug grave with the creature snaggling, grinning and foaming just above him. So this is all for question number 2. Let's come to page number 61, exercise. Here question number 1 is this a mystery story? Give a reason for your answer. So the answer for the same is, while explaining the mystery behind the open French window, the event narrated by Mrs. Sappleton, NCERT managed to create a sense of foreboding. Later, when the 3 men approach the open window, the readers like Framton can only logically conclude that they were ghosts. Hence, one can say that this story does not contain element of the mysterious. Let's come to question number 2. You are familiar with the irony of the situation in a story. Remember the cop and the anthem in Class 7 Supplementary Reader. Which situation in the open window are good example of the use of irony? So the answer for the same is, irony refers to a situation in which something which was supposed to have a particular result, on the contrary, it has an opposite or different result in the story. The open window, Mrs. Framton Nuttel goes to visit the countryside with the hope to find a cure for his nerve ailment. But when Mrs. Sappleton plays a prank on him, he could not deal with fear and makes a lightning exit from that place. He mistakes Mrs. Sappleton's husband and her 2 young brothers to be ghosts and leaves the house without bidding a goodbye to her. Now let's come to question number 3. Which phrases, sentences in the text do you find difficult to understand? Select a few and guess the meaning of each. Rewrite a simple paraphrase of each. Answer is masculine habitation. So the answer for the same is, this implies that some male persons used to live in the room. Second is, Bertie, why do you bound? So the answer is, the word bound means to jump or leap. But in the story, it refers to Ronnie, Mrs. Sappleton's youngest brother, who would often say this to scare her. Third is, came into nice division. This refers to nice people. So this is all for the video. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Hope you like our video. If you did, then don't forget to hit the like button and share this video. And the most important thing from the video is that don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is AglaSem School, to get up to date of all NCERT solutions. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.